Hello everyone, this is your Curia Fantastic Worlds letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to the Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Okay, so we have come almost to the end of winter, which, you know, vast majority of people out there who are in the more northern climates can appreciate how important that is. But we got a couple of things. One, we have to always, of course, when the seasons turn, worry about new happening, which means I'd be losing most of these memories. And two of these memories are actually, well, actually three of these memories are actually temporary ones that will go with the dawn, and I only have three of the fragments, soul fragments to work with, and we'll have a fourth one soon. But yeah, kind of going a little nuts with the blue tea generation. Don't know why. I get kind of like that sometimes. Yep, like for example, I got another one coming too, because I think we currently, yeah, we're still one short. So yeah, basically been making all that free tea. Well, free if you don't count labor as a cost, which it actually is. Now I've got one lesson left, which is going to be the Inks of Containment. I'm going to use that to boost up our Edicts Martial, because that's the one that's been giving us the Woodward Dreams, which is a powerful, persistent memory, which you really can do at low cost, but if I do it properly, I won't need any further liquid to do so. If I bring up 2 levels, bring up 1 level, so we'll require 1 less glass of water to create it. I'm not quite sure how we're doing cooking water and memories in a mystic stove, but you know what? It's not the weirdest thing we've been doing. So, next, I see. Okay, so let's decide what we're going to do with these. If anything, we could just let them burn off, the gale, for example. But I'm thinking, let's see, I need a couple of tools. Well, actually, we could do, I'm just thinking out loud here. Right, let's find one of these shrines that has the resonance there. We can throw the gale in there. Now, do any of the soul fragments? Yep, we can, ooh, 2 of them can be used. All right, this one to give us the activation. Now, the skill I want is, of course, a derived lens, which is a pretty easy one to do. Let's see. You just need 2. We've got more than that, obviously. What does this produce? Awakened Feather or Bevare's Knot. But it does not create the Ascended Harmony, because that is not what we're looking for. So instead... No, that's not going to work. Gale. Okay, glass reading. Lasmith. Yep, the derived lens. Of course, could start lantern liquid if I wanted to here, but derived lens. Add metal and create a substance with subtler properties. How can we get metal into this? I mean, if we go with the forge, which is the easiest one to get metal into. It's not going to have the appropriate ones. I mean, we need heart or sky to pull it off. Now we could, per usual, do this one. Now, can we get metal into this? I think so. Stone, wood, woven, remains, tool, duck. Nope, can't. Can't get metal into workbench, which I think is a bit odd. How about the warden's freaky one? Can we get metal into that? Looks like it's the same general thing. Stone's easy enough, but not metal. Okay, metal. Like the fact you can put a cat into a pet into this is just utterly terrifying to me. But yeah, no metals. Remains, though. Of course, there's remains. What about the prison of the deep breath? Gods. Put gems and metal into this, but it's also the wrong frequency. I would need to be able to put a skill in there. It's not going to have enough. Got to keep that in mind, though. The thing is, we've got all this weirdness here. We're really tapped into yet. Yeah, I got it. Things are freaky, alright? Lord. I don't think this one does metal. Wood, but not metal. Liquid, but not metal. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying my hardest. Ooh, does any of the temples use metal? Doesn't look like it. The more feminine ones I'm not seeing probably, but the thing is we've got to go through some of these. We've been kind of sticking to our comfort zone. But, yeah, the fact that you can use tools for that one. But you can use liquids for this one. What can you use for the bee, the hive mother here? I didn't think metals. The bees don't really forge metal that often. Sarcophagus? Yep. Not much. Alright, yep. Yeah, memory and key. This is not going to work for the most part. Think you don't use metals, because you're definitely a sky one. Nope, just lenses. Which is why I want the damn Derived lens, but I'm guessing we might have to get a little weird with this. Okay, so we can put a Gale here. We can put... Where is it? Laser is here. Now, we just need a soul fragment that'll work. We can put in Whist here. Derived lens. So we can get the Derived lens this way. But I can't add glass or anything. We're just going to use the table, get a Derived lens, and be done with it. Is that... Yeah, we don't even need the Gale part. Oh, gods. We could just do it straight up as is. I hate wasting these memories, though. Of course, it could get a little nuts by doing so, but yeah, we need lantern liquid. If I add glass... Wait, no, Derived lens. You see, metal. I'm not sure where on earth we're going to stick the metal bits. That's the thing about it. If you guys have a idea, please let me know. I mean, like, the more abstract ones like this are definitely not going to take metal. They take light. Because it's mirrors. Of course it takes light. There's also the fact that, do some of these have weird ones too? Candles. Yeah, what about this one? It does the lantern bit, but that's not going to help, unfortunately. Because, again, it doesn't do metal straight up. Metal's one of the rarest ones we have going here. Anyway, so, other thoughts, by the way, is that we need an egg for our dough over here to make it into cake batter, because, of course, we're going to make it into cake batter. Doesn't everybody like cakes? Ooh. Whoa, actually, pies you can do straight up. Okay, so let's see what kind of pies we can make. Alright. I can't use this one. We're going to have to use... I think this one. Throw in Whist. It's got a lantern aspect. Yep. Dough goes there. We can bake bread straight up, or so we can bake pies too. What about this? No, you can't do a freaking... Oh, and we also need spices. Where's spices? Spices and savors. That's cool. We can bake a pumpkin pie, which is cool. I don't think we've got one of those going. Now the other thing, can we bake anything else? Is there an onion pie? I didn't think so. What about this kind of pie? Nope. And this kind of pie? No? Oh well. Take this out. Oh. Ember pumpkin pie. What's the difference? Forge, heart, lantern, and that. And this is... Use the spices for this one. Pumpkin spice, after all. Oh god, you can't get away from it no matter where you go. Yeah, actually the amber one looks like it's better. And we've got two of them. I don't think we can actually replace them, but if we've got one, we can come back and make more pumpkins for later. But, let's take this out, put it here, bake an amber pumpkin pie. Excellent. Alright, let's get that in the oven. I think it's definitely a new one, so will the pumpkin pie be when we get to that one. Wondering sometimes. Sometimes I forget what we do with these things. I just vaguely recall that we, can we fit anything in there? Yep, that can go right there. Steak in. Clockworks. Amp, I forgot, yeah, amp the juice boxes. We've got two of them already going, but let's see. Gervanite, glass, Epistone, Coronis cord. The Awakened Feather, the Oracleum? That's odd, but okay, I can go with that. Glass and knock alloy. Can we actually use glass in this one? No. No, let's just make a juice box. Except, for example, we don't need to make that a juice box. Just grab the sand and be done with it. I think we can tackle it here in the forge. Yeah, no, I'm wandering. Alright, so forge definitely can use metal, because it's forge. Secret threshold goes here. Work clocks go here. Let's grab some sand. I believe we've got a lot of sand. You can always get a lot of sand, that's for sure. Where's the storeroom again? Sometimes I lose track of things so easily. And excuse me, I've got the And we've got Watson the kitty on my lap here. If you hear purring in the background, that'll be him scritching his chin, because I can do this dual wield. Mouse in one hand, cat in the other. Alright, so, oof. Does this count as glass? It does count as glass. But that means we have to have fuel of 3. I don't see that working so well. Oh, we need glass. Yeah. Thing is, we can't do it straight up like this one. Pity. Oh well. Maybe we're just going to let them all go. I can't actually get everything done, unfortunately. In that case, if we're going to just do that, might as well just use up these. Because we're up for cash, which is always a thing you can do. And let's just hit it. Not sure what else we'll be doing today. Now, the big plan, by the way... Right, I had a plan. I don't toss these things usually. Oh, that was for down here. Except I managed to pull it off without... I managed to already use that memory. Oh my god, I got memories everywhere. At least used up the one that can do... Ugh. Like I said, there'll be a lot of damage here, but, you know, I can work with it. Not that freaked out by it all. Whatever it was, now it isn't. It is a way to talk about loss, yes. Universal concept. What do we got? Tryst, great. Maybe we'll just actually look at something. No, we actually, what we could do is we could just, I can't consume it. Well, actually, add a soul card. Drink this stuff. Just kind of curious what it tastes like. Alright, let's go. Where are we? Good, need the water. And Wormwood Dream. Persistent dream, powerful one. The memory, I mean. Alright then. Now that is the skill I will try to be upgrading with Ink's Containment. I'll need 4 memories. It's going to either have to be Edge or Moon, and nothing I can pull it off. And we've got 1. Let's see, 1... Yeah, memory loss, Wormwood Dream, we both cut it, but we'll get memory loss again next time. Then we'll probably get use Moon's Egg to get the Moon memory. Hang on 1 second. Alright, got that egg. And we'll need it. We'll also need to feed the poor birdie. Alright, got, like, eggage there now. Alright. The problem is, this is such a terrible place to put it sometimes. Yeah, I did check with battery. You can only make these 2 products with it. So we'll make some onion things, or and see what that tastes like. But in the meantime, we should probably feed the poor. We'll be getting grapes back before we get back vegetables, so it's actually be easier to feed him that way. All right, so you go there. I'll feed you some grapes. And the effort will be our last soul card. There you go. And you'll be in better shape by tomorrow to be able to produce another egg for us, because that's what our relationship is all about. Okay, so let's get our water going. Alright. Thirst satisfied. That's all it says. Damn it. Satisfaction. It's not a bad way to get a memory, though. It's a decent number. Again, that'll burn off shortly when the dawn comes. But, you know, it was the thing. Wanted to have a little, you know, us time. Little tea by the fire over here. Far away from the storm outside. We're going to forget about the storm rather than using its power. Alright. The hell? 5? Well, at least we're not being idle. Oh my god, I have so many memories I had a plan for, and I do not remember what it was, so... Probably was too advanced. Yeah, it was too advanced. I had time to actually recharge that. Also, pie. A favorite of Kitty Mezzerine's second son. Of course, she had to leave them behind in the place of her birth, but she brought the recipe to Brian Krug. Did she remember him each time he baked it, even till the very end? Sigh. Somewhat sad. That idea that you have to leave the world behind to be here. Oh, God, I'm just tempted to start drinking cocoa like crazy to get some room back here. Somewhat sad. Alright, so let's get the books back in place. And, yeah, just time just keeps getting consumed. We don't even realize how it's being consumed. Just make sure that you're enjoying what you're paying for, because time is the quantity you will never have enough of. Resource, I mean, you'll never have enough of. Oh, great. Some gripper, we can actually use that. Okay, so get the wood back in its usual place in the alchemical laboratory. As you can see, we've kind of got a bunch of stuff just piled up here. Ooh, ooh. May have to put it in with this over here in the excess pile. I don't plan on throwing it back into the water anytime soon, but I'm sure you can fit it here. Oh well, figure out a place for it. God, I'm getting up stuff in my... I'm getting like so much stuff just in my pockets. It's just ridiculous. Am I blue? Am I blue? Let's get that going. We've got a lot else we can do today. A lot of ways because we got interrupted in the mid-episode, but... Well, the thing is, could I... Nah, I don't have enough time left. It's less than 2 minutes at this point. Even if I could do that, I wouldn't have the regeneration back, so I might as well just wait for everything to be done. Started with a plan in the next episode in which we're going to bring up... Here we are. We're going to bring up Edict's Marshal. Another level. It's only 4 memories, like I stated before. There we are. The crown. Excellent. Excellent. And here, the BC is now no longer hungry. Alright. God, that stasis spell. Those hens could be centuries old by this point. They wouldn't be able to tell the difference between one day and the next. Mortality would just be their status. Must tend to go until they don't anymore. Alright, bit organization. You could probably speed up time here as we're just going to wait for the next day. Dusk has fallen. Dawn will come soon. Get a good night's sleep. It's like one of the few times we've actually gotten a decent night's sleep. Okay. Hang on. Plans. I mean, come winter, we're going to... There we go. So much shit. What? Oh, we got a visitor? Oh, it's spring. It is spring. Let's see who this brings. So? Yearly stipend arrived. Right. I've kind of got my own cottage industry going here, but, okay, we can go with that. Now, how much... Yeah, let's see. Maybe we'll just put that there. Yeah. Excuse me, I get a drink of my own. I think, according to that weather... Okay, actually, the sound is the previous day, I believe. Let's see what the weather is. Yep, there it changes to a sunny day in spring. Okay. So, the plan. The plan is to upgrade... Let's ignore the weather for now. We're going to upgrade Edict's Marshal. That's going to require 4 memories. Loss can be 1. Loss has an edge to it. And we've got, let's see, Moon Egg and Intuition. And Moon Egg's Confounding Parable, Intuition from House Lecture. So yeah, so we're going to, that was our plan before we just kind of lost track of what we were doing. Okay, that's not what I want, thanks. Could you put that back, please? Tuition. House Lectures. Haha. That's 3. And the 4th one is going to have to be... Let's see. I'm trying to remember. That's Death in Their Evasions. Ugh. Almanac of Entrances. Trying to remember which one's which here. I think this is a winter one, definitely. Winter and Moon... I have to get back into these. I've got enough, let's see, Diva, let's go. Soul's Labor, alright, let's see if this is one of the ones that I actually did want. Let's snap this up. That one, plus, Twist, there you go. That's the cycles, get that one started, and 3rd, but not the Moth. Trist. Get you that one. Get it. Okay, while that's going on, Spring can actually... Ah, we can actually change our flora content. Okay, so this will give us grapes, which are okay. This... Okay. Moth orchids. I think we can make any soup with them. Now, the thing is... Got moth orchids, right? They're right here. Moth orchids are cool. We can make the candles at two knocking them to work with Jeremy. But, because we need to get, like, one of our last places is going to have a bunch of, we've already got 2 here, so I don't think that's necessary. But, what else can we have? It's a summer flowering plant. And this, let's see. Fragrant chalice. Okay, nope. Okay, up here. Cat's claw. Again, one we already have 2 of. We have more than that. Oh, the boy has jumped down. And, nothing here, and nothing here. Okay, so no deep planting. The only thing we might want to do is get one. We can only get one at a time anyways, so let's grab this. And this, and we will do that. Because we're also going to grab your turn. Which one? We probably don't need Faust. Okay. There you go. All of that is happening. Do we need more water? Not at the moment, actually. Leave that for now. Work towards our next bit here. You'll type in iron spincher and a pound note. Okay, so the pound is actually worth something. Oh, this stick. I always wondered. I'd like to take it out if you could do something with the dog with it. You know, just God's way fetch. Ah. Grail, heart, moth. Of course they're chaos. Although the turtle does produce a lot more than that. Okay. So hopefully we'll get this one down, we'll get their card, and then we can start planning for the next party, which is going to be awesome, of course. Let's see. 12 seconds. And 2. Oh, who's this? Interested in a box. Prince, okay, hold. Prince, I said everybody hold on. Prince Coquille? Ambrigibi? French. Artist, socialite, burglar, unspeakably charming woman with a particular knack in getting adopted. We're not adopting her. Visitor, understands back, Sanskrit. Okay, you want... I believe you're gonna want... Yeah, you're gonna want that. Okay, so we're gonna have a princess coming to our next collection of kooky individuals. So, yeah, let's get it knocked out. Alright, so what we're going to want... Hold on. We have an egg now. Excellent. Princess is going to take priority, unfortunately. Big St. Michael's coffin. I hope it's not actually a coffin. It'd be a terrible shame to get in there and find it full of expired saint. I don't know, she kind of wants to let the thing out. It's usually not a good thing in this genre. Okay, cool. Get that second passing through. She wants a book. I have a knack for getting into things. I just need to see if any of this has been tried before. Okay. Easy enough. She's only got 3, so we can grab a 4 book. Let's see, grab this. The Raptures of Forniculus. Forculus. Ooh, it's technically unused to them. Excellent. Ah, we're enforcing advice on containment. Wonderful idea. You can tell me how clever I am if you fancy. Wonderful idea. You can tell me how clever I am if you fancy. People do. Thank you, darling. FM Patel. Excellent. Go for it. Same as per usual. Flattery need not apply. Okay, it's memory salt. That's actually one. It's got a moon in it. Got to keep that in mind. All right, cool. I need to start organizing these by the appropriate memory. And that's intuition, correct. And this is compounding parable. That's 3. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to grab Phoenix Marshall. Get in there. 4 memories. Now the Inks of Containment is valid. We need to get memory salt, memory intuition, compounding parable. Remember dream would work, but we forgot. Loss. You can have it back. Ugh, gods, I hope she doesn't breach the containment. With the stuff that we helped her with, mind you. Now we can do this. Alright, cool. X Marshal, memory loss, confounding parable, intuition, salt. Inks of containment and effort would be... Middle's one of them. Get a bunch of that, though. I think we could probably use Triss, though. Yep. So satisfying to come so far. Level 5. There you go. There we are. Last lesson used up before we get the whole new ones. Timing is great on that one. Okay, Princess, we'll get your card. We'll bite you into the next one. What kind of food do you like, anyways? I should know that. Grail. Ooh. Grail. We got Grail food all over the place. She'd want the fudge, of course. Fudge is one of the easiest ones to get. Alright, let's get the egg into place. Let's see. Huh, they actually moved aside. Like an update. We still can't do the basketball. Actually, I mean, we've got how much in reserve? 3 in reserve? Probably we're okay with making onion rings. Ah, and grapes. Grapes are not considered to be... I can't just serve grapes. I can serve grape salad, mind you, but I can't serve grapes. Also, now, what I can do... Which one? Probably going in first. Probably going to be health. Alright. Grab us some water. Have a brief nap while she's overlooking the book. Let's, we'll keep this over to feed. We'll get this. I mean, I should probably keep all of the, should probably... God, it's fine. Yet, why do I keep picking that up? It's annoying. Stop it. Very well. Now, what we could do... Let's transfer this here. Fine. Get out of my way. We're repositioning. DRQ is okay, just first. It's for pattern. Put this here. DRQ over here. One of the more common ones we use. Okay, it has House Lectures and Moon Egg. That will... Okay, so DNI, whatever that is. Ugh. Thank you. DNI, center it properly. And yeah, if we ever need to get a whole bunch of moon ones, we got 3 of them right here. Like I said, we should be organizing a bit. Because, you know, it looks kind of looking how I store my books at this point. There you are. Okay. Let's go. Need to get her clear so I can feed the chicken. Okay. Now, well, you're the one who's jumped down. All right, skill level 5. Power aspects have also increased. So yes. Now, how difficult would it be to do that again? Is the question. Well, I need to have a lesson for that, for one thing. What exactly should we be doing next? Because, yeah, we're just kind of waiting on the next party. We've got all the food we're going to need, that's for sure. Liquids, too, fully stocked for the most part. No, we're short on glassfinger toxin. Did I have any extra over here? I don't actually think so. Alright, you hang on. Okay. What do we got? Colette's card and a bronze spintra. Let's go get Colette's card into our collection. What you call a occult correspondence. Alright, 5 seconds later. Scribble, scribble, scribble. We saw the invitation to Connie, so odds are we're going to have to use it. But will they call when you come? Occult scrap. And you, my dear. We need 5. Well, that's not super hard to do. Okay, so the occult scrap is, of course, a enduring memory. The only one down here that isn't is the sun. Which, I'm not super worried about at the moment. Let's see. I mean, I've already got, like, liquid stuff of all the crazy. I mean, the thing is that we do need glassfinger toxin, however. With the glassfinger toxin, the easiest way to produce that. Let's see. Grab. Let's see. 4. Knock glass. We need glass. Not here, but in the forge. So we need glass. We've got sand. I know we have sand. Here. Yep, right there. Take the sand off the shelf here. Head back down to the forge. Expand this in place. Shaft. And that's one short. Ooh. Huh. We're one short. Unless one of our level 5 one has it. Let's see. 9. Oh, it's also 5. We need... Let's see. Well, apparently I have to upgrade at 5 as well. 4, 4, 4, 4. Across the board, too. So we need a 1-point memory. It's going to have knock in it. I mean, we can just use this one, really. Because... meter... That's carbonite. What? Out loud. Race hunch? No. Hmm. 11. Metal, exotic alloy, not what I'm looking for. Ugh. How did I lose track of which one I have to use for this? Glassfinger toxin. Not the one I was expecting, mind you. But we can use this. To replace our missing one, we can replace the occult scrap by using this. Okay. The ones we're not using a lot of at the moment. Okay. And right, now we need to go feed our hungry beast. There you go. We'll be feeding the grates exclusively all spring. Right. Thing is, we kind of need more flour and stuff, don't we? Sugar, butter we have. We've got plenty of... actually, we don't need to. We've got plenty right here. Actually stocked up. I'm surprised. We're going to be putting in an egg this time. Bowl. Right, bowl. You got it. Mix the dough. Cake time indeed. Okay, so... water level. We'll probably use another one. We'll drop some water with cheer, but we also should start replacing stuff with gathering. Go with... which one can we fit in here? Okay, twist it is. Pause a moment. Yeah, there we are. What have I learned? Today, nothing's history when it happens. Old scrap. There we go. Okay, so yes. That replacement. Quick one to do eat as well. And we are going to get our invitation. Now we need a grail-based one here. Grab our... let's see, where is it? Grab this. Okay, so we're going to need 5. Now, if we grab our inks, I don't even have... Is there even a Grail-based ink? There is. Maricat. 7. Yeah, it's more than enough there. It's probably a bit of an overkill. But we can create this stuff like crazy. Maricat, we just need... I mean, it's a bit of a challenge. I mean, we can make this stuff, so why shouldn't we? But we are going to... Okay, Corlette, yes. But, thing is, we already have Connie's invitation. We're probably going to use that up at least. Which means we're going to need Al-Adim and our dear guy. That on the other end, and then somebody else. Alright, so, let's start. Okay. We also have to figure out how we're going to make that ink as well. Now, let's see. Which of these inks has... Ink, 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 ink. And... For example, Quick Note. I want to know what I can produce with ink. What happens if I put that there? Grab anything, it will fit here. Catwink, Stargall, Ugall. Nillicant, that's what I need. No, Nillicant is not what I need, I believe. Need... Down. Remind myself here. It's Maricat. Nillicon. There's a question. We need 15 of something. Like we have Lethe, Solomons Preparation. What inks are we talking about? You go Propylene? Propylene? I don't even know what the heck that is. Oh, good lord, there's so much stuff here. Still haven't tackled yet. Ashamil, Mothgold, Eagle, Uzalt. Huh. What happens if we go straight up with... Have to look up the ink. Notes somewhere around here, but it's been a while. Okay, so... Easiest one to grab from this. Right to the root and health. Tangle bag, Sacrament Malachite. This is not what we need. Probably the same for all of these. Sacrament Malacath. Yep, correct. And... Oh, I think it's the magic pears. Hang on. Where is it? Kitchen, magic pears. Do I not have any magic pears? Did I let my magic pear supplies? Oh, good lord. Well, this will get us... We just need wood. Alright, so... Guess what I tossed out. But anyways... Usual spot. Technically, I don't... I can do this with one of the other ones, I think. Okay, Malachite, Peritheus. Ooh, the problem is it will probably produce the Malachite knot. But at least we can get that one dealt with. Okay, Malekith. Nicholas. Alright, so... Yeah, we need wood. Go up here. Next time we get driftwood, we're not going to just casually toss it out. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes things are just terribly convenient. Cordials, 5. We need memory. Or shadow. What do we got here? Liquids. Could do the malachite pretty easily. Oh, and it remains. I recall. Yep. Remains. So much Peristot we created. Now I just need... Oop, then I know how to do it too. We got a penny? Pound shilling, 3 pence. Oh, gods. Well, we don't have a penny, so... Guess we're gonna have to do some reading. DRQ. I should be doing this anyways. What do we need? We need... Let it read. That rhymed, and I'm terribly sorry about that, too. Get that knocked out. Then we'll create the pairs, but the pairs are probably just going to restock that thing. I'll have to look up the ink itself, but not a huge issue at the moment. Now that we're going to have that, we're going to be able to, like I said, we need to make sure we get Zachary, which requires a 3 when it comes to, there we are, invitation to Colette. Kalik. Okay, we have Connie and Kalik. Next will be Zach, but the question's going to be, alright, here we go. Grab the typewriter this time. Easier that way. Then we have to ask ourselves where we're going to post it. We need Winter to do so. We need a desk with Winter. Our primary desk with Winter is currently occupied. Nope, it is not. And we need any ice. Zachary, there we go. And hit it. I usually do the skill for Colette, but it's kind of forcing me to use to be more assertive, as it were. But helped Zachary. All right, third one is pretty much on me. I can pretty much do anything I want with it. We want Aladim, Connie. We already have Colette, Daymare, Strathacone, Serena. Let's see. I'm thinking. No, we've got 2 females, 2 males, I guess. Strathcombe, I'm going to need Earthy. It's only 4. There it is, 5, and we're still going to need ink. I could do Daymare, I could, but we're not. We're going to do Strathcone. Strathacoin. Strathcoin? Kind of sounds like it's an NFT thing. Alright, hit it. Probably should use the typewriter, it's right there. But part of me just likes being old-fashioned. Okay, so we have Connie, Coquille, Zachary, and Strathcoin. That'll be the next time. So, excellent. Now, what do I want to do with the dough? I want to put an egg into it. Mix cake batter. Yay. And while we're doing that, we're going to need another egg, obviously. Yeah, okay. Your turn now. Go with it. And we get another freaking grape to feed you with. See how the cycles of life just go on and on. Hang on 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so first of all, let's grab this. So we have Frasier. But, okay, now the thing is, we also know that there's additional dialogue probably between the good doctor, Ala Azakim, and our good Smith, whose name I usually forget. But the thing is, we also have been with him and Zachary. I think we'll find out shortly. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I just get a whole bunch of lessons, which I will use for the rest of the season. So yeah, this will be our little group for tomorrow, as it's a little too late to grab them today, especially if I don't have all of my soul fragments generated. So what next? Can we explore? Honestly, this was kind of funny. So many metals we could just toss in there. What exactly? Curious. What happens if we just start throwing in? I remember, yeah, wire and Azoth. That was correct. I think we've got most of the actual forge issues here. Sorry, wandering off again. Ooh, Scott. Scarlo wants to be with a memory, edge memory. So, at the very least, we'd This is a lot here. Towards cleaning. Huh. Oops. Westcott. Since take longer to cool, fed liquid, scarlet, orange, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we could add fuel, for example, with liquid, and we'd get our iotic essence. What happens if we toss in iotic essence? Because we got an extra one of those. All right. It's probably something we already have, but for science. 13. Now I need 2 points in edge. I got like 3 here. Ooh, it does not iotic. Oh, we need 2 more anyways. Yeah, the easy way to do that. Oh, not the iotic essence we have to put in. Because that would be definite 15 on that one. Up to 18, so yeah. We have work to do in that regard. Meanwhile, we got it ready for dinner. Okay, so actually I also noticed something interesting, by the way. I was checking under, let's see, yeah, there it is. Cooking ingredients. And it turns out one of our teas is a cooking ingredient. So why is that a cooking ingredient? So let's toss in, let's see, what do we got? Chore, I guess, last. Oh, actually, this one we can toss in Fost. All right. Fost will do that. And what exactly can we toss in? Now, we know herbs. I mean, the flowers can be associated with this. So let's, first of all, throw in our extra one here, the cat's claw. Oh, that was good. Interesting. 5. Oh my god. Deep sweetened lapsang. Okay. Do we have other options? Put that there for now. Got to make a lot of tea, apparently. Okay. So, cat's claw. Nope. Already done the blue rose thing. Mutton rose. So we think that it makes its own tea, period. Already tried agave. That's lapsang. Okay. Good. Got this one. This one. Nope. Probably just one, but you never know. Why we're testing all of them. Alright. Last couple. Nothing. Nope. And this one. Nope. I guess it's just the one. Oh well. Still a discovery, so let's rock. And we also gonna need to get some more Goddess Lapsang tea. Is that the one we have multiple of? Kind of hoping it does, but might not. We don't have any. Ooh, this is an oversight. Need some more Goddess tea. So I guess we've got the let's just grab any desk. Here we go. Put that in there. Then we'll grab, let's see, order form. Get her. Is that the one with all the the tea I need? T. Lapsang. There we go. Order Lapsang. Let's start it. Probably need to order 2 at the rate we're going. We'll just grab 1 for now. We'll need another flower for the one that we used up as well. Let's see, flower. It's like the fact that it's so narrow here. Flower. There we go. Hit it. Tick, 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 tick with the typewriter. How many of you actually ever used a typewriter? I am just old enough to remember when it was being slowly phased out of the computer. Just old enough. Alright, so yeah. If we look at our order form, we've got tea and flour. Okay. So probably, yeah, we will need a second one, however, if I recall properly, simply because we're going to be producing it as a regular one. So, let's grab this. Never thought I'd be ordering this much tea at once. Lapsang. Hit it. And boom. Is anything else we're going to be needing? Okay. Oh yeah, we are going to be making onion rings, I think. Alright, grab this. Grab down here. In the super secret dark basement place. Okay. What can we use? I guess we're using metal. Not using that a lot at the moment. Grab this. Grab the knife. It moves on the table here. Then grab the batter. way up here. It's just so we can get it off the freaking table. We'll eat those later. Maybe we'll serve them. I don't know. Onion rings it is. Need to not make batter again in the future until we absolutely need it. So, there we go. 3 pence did not cut down, unfortunately. Alright, so, glassfinger toxin. We needed to replace our losses up here, but we're also going to need to replace our juice box. Okay, so, juice box is going to be easy enough. Most of them have this, so we just need... Get in there. Chapped. Oh, not this one, but... Amethyst, there we are. Use box. Squeezy box. Alright, what do we got? Alright, earth sign. Right, we need to get... That's right, we need... Actually, could do... It's not the right... Ooh. Memory. What am I talking about? Put that there. Put that there. That's 6. Grab the Scorpiot skill. Coil and conform. That's not actually the right one, but... We need one more. Shoot. Or, I can just probably use a more advanced one I've got. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Got the roots. Slethy. Stone stories? Probably not. Central parop, but not that. Okay. So I guess we're going to need one more point. It's going to have to be liquid. It's easy enough. We should have... Pretty easy liquid to get. Yeah, but I can't replace you, unfortunately. I could just give it up. Alright, let's go. There we go. Alright, water back. Head back up here. Toss that in there. Get her started. Then refill. There's our water. Speaking of which, I don't think I renewed anything. Silly me. I think I have time at least to do it one more time. Put water in there. We'll collect that in a moment. And yeah, probably should bring up... Sure. There you go. Alright, cool. Get that cold glass of water in place up here. Alright, there we go. Oop, we got a package. Package is always fun. It's usually disappointing, but it can be fun at times. Ah, yes. Something renounced by the sea, but claimed by us. It is love, or greed, or both. Alright, DRQ. There you go. There you go. One of the most problematic shells, but it's workable. Alright, cool. I think get the egg in place. And then grab the beastie. Refill. Grab the grapes, because they're current renewable stock. And grab whist. There you go. Feed me, really more. Feed me. Actually, I got this going on. Okay, so, cake batter. Cake batter. Alright, so, what on earth? Jam, almond spices. Do we have almond spices? Right here, but... Again, is that another bowl? Yeah, probably. Really? Oh, almond spices. Oh, okay. Spices. Or spicy. Come on. Spices and savors. Westcott compounds. Madeira cake. I think we already have that. Madeira cake, pumpkin pie. Okay, so yeah, I think we have Madeira cake ready. God knows we got a lot of desserts. Black spawn, apple, fudge, Charlotte, Madeira cake. There it is. All right, so Madeira cake is not the one we want. What we want, something else entirely. I don't know. Should toss in flowers and see what happens. Probably not the best thing to do, but it's a thing we can do. Jam. Okay, what about this? No. This? I didn't think so. Did anybody actually think that was going to work? All right, honey. So this might be confusing things, so let's be sure about that. No honey cakes? I'm butter? No. Sugar? Can't just have a regular cake, huh? Oh, wait, we might have to actually do this. We're gonna do sugar. Let's just... No? Oosh. Plum pie. Pear pie. Apple pie. What other pies have we got? Pretty good. Pumpkin jumble. Molly Jadouce. Bacon Madeira cake. And apple charlotte. Craft sacrament. Ah, so much stuff. Plums. No. I think apple. Right, seriously? We don't have apple pie? Okay, so this is cake batter, and this is apples, right? Okay. Deep sweetened lap song. Got a lot of different configurations here. That's workable. Okay, so... Right. Let's get things back where they're supposed to be. Thank you. Goes there. Goes here. Here we're going to do the cake batter, though. Any of these ingredients? Nope. Alright. You are, however. I don't think bread does anything. So we need to put this back in. Croutons? No. Okay. Besides, I think it has to have the place here. The ingredients going for it. Getting the bread as an ingredient because it's like sandwiches and stuff. Okay, so what about the crazy stuff? Not cake. That's a new one. We've got 3 of these. I'm willing to risk it. Go for it. Not cake. Look at all of those configurations. It's just amazing. All right, so. Oh god, I'm enjoying this too much. So the numbers showing out you guys aren't super into me watching you cook, but not. I mean, cook in the traditional sense, not actually in the numbers sense. All right, so get in there. You get in there too. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the tea. Onion rings, yes. That's just fruit, I think. We're gonna hopefully use up the onion rings. Somebody, yep, Grail. So we can get her to do, get the princess. The princess likes them, which is cool. How are we doing for? Yeah, we should probably restock our. 11 seconds here. I'll start restocking the grapeage, and they're kind of done for the day, I think. I'm not even sure if we have enough. Like dusk. All right. We have time to do that. All right. There's our juice squeezy. There you go. All right. They should put a tincture in at some point. Let's get this knocked out. And one more. I'm gonna see if we can pull it off. Maybe not. Maybe we'll have to take a nap first thing in the morning, just before we do our dinner party. But that's that. Okay, let's get that knocked out. Dusk is coming. Dawn. Night will come soon. Gotta put things back. All right, so put this here. Got a new set of tea with flowers in it now, which is awesome. To get some regular tea as well for those who just don't like don't like my homebrews. So yeah, already got some. Yep, onion rings right there. All right, so a box of rarities. Oh gods, gosh, that means we're not going to be able to check that one out today. Oh, we could actually if we're really lucky. And this one, let's see. Yep, put him back. This one here. Grab. Pause. Not cake. According to the ancient pattern. Gods, look at all that. Chaos cake. Yeah, 3 moth is definitely chaos cake. And it fits perfectly. Just good, right? It's not creepy at all. Just happens to work out for us. Anyways. Yeah. Let's just drop this in here, shall we? They're laughing at us, but we're going to pretend that doesn't bother us. Okay? And you drop the grapes for that here. There you go. For feeding purposes, of course. Alright. Grab this chore and dump that. It's always weird when you have a box inside of a box. Something small and rare. There you go. Let's see what happens. Probably not going to make it before dawn, but at least I want to see what it is before we end the episode, and that will probably be the end of the episode, and we'll start preparing for the actual meal. Now, the thing is, this is probably going to be where I end this cycle for now. We'll go back to something new. I think Horror on High Rock. I managed to get that on sale. So that would be... Oh, you're useful to me. That would be... I'm going to make a plant decision here, actually. That would be probably Horror High Rook, which we had one of our Let's Tries. I saw it was on sale, and hey, I think it's one of our Lovecraftian Saturday strategy game profile. So we're going to give that a shot. All right. Grapes. Excellent. Yeah, okay. Immediately go to bed. Where are you? Okay. Good health, go to bed. Grab the water. Put that in place so we can have it ready. Like I said, and I don't want to see what's in that box before we go. That'll be the last thing. Gods. All just an eternal cycle, isn't it? Okay. There he is. Alright, what do we got? Oh, Flush Mamet. How terrifying. One-shot tool for 6 rail. Huh. Impressive. Crimson stained little cloth doll with merry buttons, eyes, and full of twitching ribbons. It's alive, isn't it? It's alive. Wait a minute. 1 second. Question. It's a pail. So we have like a level 2. We gotta figure out how to make these of ourselves at some point. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to making evil dolls. I don't know about the rest of you. Here, just stay there and please don't move around. Okay, so, in any case, this is your Curia, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now closed, and we'll be moving into recess for a bit, so like I said, we'll probably go through the next, we'll probably go through Horror High Rock before, and then something else before coming back to this. It's always relaxing, but the numbers, unfortunately, show that maybe we're all a little too relaxed. Not really getting, so we'll try something new. And we'll see how it goes. Anyways, hope to see you there. Like, share, subscribe as per usual. And I will see you. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.